Hello and welcome to the world of Kittypedia. In this video we are uploading the What's On event listings, which is pretty exciting. So if you could just jump onto the eRewards, this is the beta site, erewards.net.au/Kittypedia, and click on What's On. Now that will take you to the page within the website that lists, as you can see, the listings are broken down national and then for each state. And then they're broken down per month. Now we are uploading and launching, we're launching the website on the 1st of July. So all of the listings that need to be uploaded to the website need to be after the 1st of July. So what I'll ask you to do at this stage is jump into the back end of the website. So erewards.net.au/Kittypedia/WP-admin. To upload a listing, what you need to do is click on What's On and then click on Add New. Now, I will give you access to a Google Drive site called What's On Listings. There is the first list I would like you to go to is a What's On harvest list. This is a spreadsheet and it is broken down per state: Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, etc. This spreadsheet lists a whole heap of different websites that we can actually go and then harvest events that are happening for families and for children. So at any stage we will need to go in continuously and search through these websites to find what's happening and what we think the kiddie audience for mums and dads and kids would be interested to know about, because we're going to basically cut and paste that information and we're going to put that onto the website. At a later stage, and I'll go through this in the video in just a moment, we will take the contact details and I'll have to email them just to let them know. But for the moment, and just for this part of the listing, I just would like you to do a bit of research. So let's take this as an example and take this website, and open up a new page. All right, so this as an example is a City of Melbourne website. There's a whole heap of stuff that are happening on this website. Let's, for example, start here. So you need to be quite inquisitive and to do a bit of research with this task. So as mentioned, all of the listings need to be active after the 1st of July. This one looks pretty good. It starts on the 8th and it goes to the 28th of August. So let's upload these, because these ones here, as you can see for the moment, are all happening in June, which is great, but it's not going to help us. It needs to be after the 8th of July and onwards. So we're going to upload this one. We're going to harvest it. So if we were to jump into the back end of the website, the first thing that we need to take and cut and paste is the title of the actual event itself. It's going to be this: Snow Play at Harbour Town, Melbourne. Let's copy this and enter this in. Second thing we need to do is ensure that we're in the visual tab, not text in the visual tab, and we're going to be cutting and pasting the body of the event and what's happening. In this instance, it sits here. Great. And that's formatted for us just nicely with some space, which is great. There's a few more things that we actually need to enter now. You'll see event date, start and end date, the event time, link to the website, the place, the city, the full address, and now the embed code. So let's start, first of all, with the event date. A lot of these information will be listed in the individual event listings. So once again, you're going to need to do a little bit of research. But the first thing is the event start and end date. In this instance, great, we've got it here, dates and times. So event start date, and it's WordPress is quite sort of savvy. It sort of will pick up the date in the calendar, which is perfect, which would be July the 8th, which is great. And now we're going to cut and paste the 28th of August, and it's going to pick that up just perfectly. The next thing is the time. Let's see, is the time listed on here? And they are, which is perfect. Got 3 different times, and we're just going to cut and paste this. Now, so it's easy for parents to see and understand, let's just put like a little slash in between this as well. just to format it, and we are going to, if we can, as we always do, oh, just put the zeros in there just to make it look a little bit nicer if we can. Okay, the next thing that's great is the link to the website. So this will be for the individual listing itself. So we're just going to take this hyperlink code and ensure that we've got the HTTP, which we do. The event place itself. So the city, I'll take a step back for a second. As we know, for this instance, is going to be Melbourne because it's the city of Melbourne. So, but the actual place itself is in the Docklands. So events city is Melbourne, but the actual place is the Docklands. Event full address is listed here, which is great. So we're going to cut and paste that into here, which is perfect. Now, this is really important, this last thing, the event map embed code. This is the Google code, which will sort of go into the Google Maps to be able to bring up a nice little map, which you'll see in a second. So there's a bit of a process with this. So what we actually need to do, first of all, is cut and paste the full address. What I've done is I've actually, within the Google Drive file, I've actually put some directions here, embed a map or directions in a document. But I'll take you through this step-by-step process. So what we actually need to do is cut and paste. First of all, we need to open up Google and actually need to just pop in that address. And then open up Maps. Second of all, we need to go to the menu and go down here where it says Share or Embed Map. Second thing we need to do is go here to Embed Map, and we're going to click on here. We now need to select the size of the map, and we actually want small. And we get this nice little code, and we're going to copy that code. So we're going to jump into here, and we're now going to cut and paste that code, which is pretty exciting. The last thing we need to do is set the location. Some of the listings may happen in it may be a tour of a show or something like that. So it may actually happen in different locations. In this instance, this is just in Victoria. And then all we need to do is publish. Perfect. Let's view this post. And here we are. Perfect. City, time, the hyperlink. Let's test the hyperlink. It takes us directly, which is just perfect, which is great. Start, end, venue, address, and there's that little code that I was just telling you about, which is really exciting, that Google code that we've just listed. So there we go, which is great. So we've uploaded the listing, we've tested it, which is great. What I need you to do next is jump into the uploaded What's On listings tally spreadsheet. So you need to take a list on the first tab. This is going to be a tally of everything that you've done in that particular shift. So today, for example, is the 5th, and let's say hypothetically that you've broken down, we need to break it down per state, just so I can sort of get a gauge of how we're doing sort of nationally and how even the listings are. So if you could break down the amount of What's On listings and list them per state on that first tab. The second tab basically just breaks it down here again. So I know it's a bit of double handling, but yeah, that's fine. If you could just do both, it shouldn't take you too long. But please make sure that you do break that down per state. Just to let you know also, there's another thing that's really quite important, and that's to ensure that we are letting these companies know that we are actually uploading these listings and we're putting them on the website. So this is really important. So this is what this third tab is here about. all I need you to do is pop in the date of the shift, and per listing, I need you just to list the URL of that listing, so I know. Oops, where am I going? I will find it. There we go. So you just need to cut and paste the URL of the listing. But this is really important. I actually need you to find some form of a contact email address. So we're going to go back to the listing, and in this instance we've got an info at, which is really important. If you could just cut and paste that into this spreadsheet here, that would be incredible, because then I will be sending an email saying, hey, just to let you know, we found your great event on online, and we've just uploaded it for free to the Kiddipedia website. Any problems, let us know. But we actually do legally have to let them know that we've uploaded that. So this is really, really important that you actually do this and upload it. So just to clarify once again, we've gone into the back end of the website. I have to go back. Take a step back here. And we've clicked on what's on, we've uploaded the title, the body of the text, we've uploaded the event start and the end date, the event time, the hyperlink with a HTTP link, which is really important, the place, the city, the full address, that Google embed code. Once again, all of those information, and that is actually here in the Google Drive file, which is really important. And then we've selected the location, and we've hit in the first instance it was published in afterwards update, but we don't need to update it. And that's it. Following that, we go into the last thing we need to do, is just list what and how many listings basically we've listed for each one of these websites. So we're going to put today's date in here, the 5th of the 6th. Yeah. And then we're just going to put an equals. Let's say hypothetically we, from this particular website, maybe took, say, 5 listings. Let's put, say, 5. So I will be able to say for that shift, once again, this is so we've got an even sort of leverage across all of the different websites from all the different states, just so I know that we're not actually uploading all of our listings from one particular type of website or one particular company. So just that's the last thing I need you to do. So the first thing is to upload this information into here and to publish it, and then to click onto that link to go to the listing itself and test that the URL works. Second thing I need you to do is go into the tally listing spreadsheet, and that is to then keep a tally per shift of how many listings per state, and just list that also on the second tab. But most importantly, per listing. For each listing, I need you to list the date, the actual URL, but most importantly, just the contact email address, so I can then send them an email. That's really important. The very last thing that you need to do is actually to then keep a tally for each particular website, how many of the listings you uploaded. So then I can just keep a tally of that also. So if they ever contact me and say, how many listings have you uploaded, we've just got everything, a nice thorough cross check. Any questions, let me know. But we have quite a lot of information and data to be uploading in here. So yeah, just let me know if there's any questions. I'm here anytime, but hopefully this shouldn't be too difficult, but just let me know anytime I can help out. Thanks so much, and I really appreciate all your hard work. Thanks so much. Bye.